And a political bombshell, a top state official accused of embezzlement and money laundering. The New Mexico Attorney General handed down those charges today. The documents show the Secretary of State, Dianna Duran, burned through her campaign funds at local casinos.
She's now facing multiple charges of embezzlement, money laundering, and other campaign finance violations. This caught many by surprise. News 13's Chris McKee has been looking through the charges today. He's live in the Newsplex.
Jessica and Dean, the extensive case was filed in Santa Fe District Court just before the end of the workday today, but so far, no one's talking about it.
We wanted to see if we could speak to you here today, the recent filing of charges against her.
Now, we put in multiple phone calls to Duran's camp, including her spokesman and her most recent campaign treasurer, but we heard nothing back tonight. Her office was a ghost town this afternoon with virtually no one around. Attorney General Hector Balderas is charging that Duran made massive transfers of money from campaign-related accounts to personal accounts. Those transfers were often followed by large withdrawals from New Mexico casinos. Now, according to the complaint, Duran has withdrawn more than $430,000 from New Mexico casinos in the past 2 years. The AG's office believes some of that is campaign money. In some cases, the AG's office claims it has evidence showing that Duran took checks for campaign donations, then put them in her personal account and didn't report them per campaign finance law. There are 64 counts against Duran in all.
Yes, it's shocking. It's absolutely shocking.
I mean, how do you expect to get away with this kind of behavior? And here's a situation. You have someone in a high public place with a public trust. How do you expect to not get caught doing stuff like this?
Now, the AG's office refused to do an interview about this case tonight, and so far we haven't heard from Secretary Duran at all. Now, Governor Susana Martinez released a statement calling the allegations troubling. It's unclear if Duran will have to step down, but if she does, the governor will end up appointing her replacement. Back to you.
All right, thank you, Chris. The AG's office has filed the charges by criminal information, so a preliminary hearing will happen next. A judge will ultimately decide if there's enough evidence to take Secretary Duran to trial.
Dianna Duran ran for the position, promising to clean up the Secretary of State's office.
4 years ago, newspapers called the Secretary of State's office a mess.
When Duran entered office in 2011, she claimed that Mary Herrera left the office in shambles, including missing paperwork and what Duran called suspicious spending. The Attorney General's office cleared Herrera of those accusations. Then there's the criminal corruption case against Rebecca Vigil-Giron. Vigil-Giron was indicted in 2009 on charges of fraud, money laundering, and embezzlement. That case was dismissed when a judge ruled Vigil-Giron's right to a speedy trial had been violated. To read the full criminal complaint, the statements from the governor and the AG's office, go to our KRQE app.
The former APD